Okay. So this is the check up to 1.82. Just gonna run through this real quick. You're good. So we've got these parallel lines here, okay? We talked about this in the notes. When you have parallel lines and a line that cuts them, those parallel lines, this line here is called a transversal. All right? It's a fancy word that says a line that goes through two parallel lines. All right. Here's what we know. Ready? If this angle here is 25, these two angles make a line. All right? So they have to add to 180. So to find x, I know they asked for w first, but to find x, let me show you this. We know that 25 plus x has to make 180 because they make a straight line. That's our rule. All right? So to solve for this, you're going to do minus 25 on each side. And it turns out that x is going to be 155 degrees. So that's what this is right here, 155. And once we know that, we know every other angle in this picture. Because x and z, those are called vertical angles. Right? So when two lines intersect, angles that are opposite each other, those are called vertical angles. So those are vertical, these are vertical. Cool. This angle here is vertical to that angle there. All right, they have to be the same. They're the same exact measure. So if x is 155, z is 155. And if this angle here is 25, then this angle up here has to be 25. So we know all that. But we also know that because this angle here, this 25 degrees, is called consecutive interior with this angle here. They have to add to 180. But we already did that work. It was 155. So it has to be 155 degrees there. We also know that's 155. Let's think about that. Because this x and this y are corresponding angles. Remember corresponding? It means that if you have a line that goes through them, they're in the same spot. So this one up here is in the same spot as this one here. So they're the same. Okay? And that means that, you can see this happening. This is 25. This has to be 155. And this is also 25. So when they say find w, it's just 25 degrees. X we already found. That was 155 degrees. Y was 155 degrees. And z is also 155 degrees. You see a lot of repeats because there's only two numbers these angles can be, right? They either are the same or they add to 180. That's it. You see that happening here. All right. The same thing is happening down here. If this angle here is 40, then this angle here is 40. All right, they're vertical. But we also know then that y is 40 and z is 40 because they're corresponding. Or you can think this 40-degree angle is alternate interior to that, so they're 40. And because these make a line, they have to add to 180. So x plus 40 has to be 180. They're called supplementary. So if you solve that, you get x. If you subtract 40 off each side, you get 140. So this is 140. This is 140, this is 140, and this is 140. So x is 140, y is just 40, and z is also 40. All right. So we got parallel lines again. They always do the same thing. They tell you one angle, right? This is 78. So right away I know x, because it's corresponding to that, is 78, and I know y is 78, because it's vertical to x. I also know this angle here is 78. If I want to find the other angles like z, I know that, again, these two angles here have to make 180. All right? So to find this angle here, whatever this angle happens to be, I know that plus 78 better be 180. And you subtract 78 off of here. You can do this on a calculator if you need to. But you get that angle has to be 102 degrees. So that's what that's going to be. This is 102, but that means this is 102, it means this is 102, and it means this is 102. That's all. So x is 78, y is 78, and z is 102. There you go.